OpenClaw Lore: Our Tale of Lobsters, Molting Shells, and Too Many Tokens. The origin story: in the beginning, there was Warrelay, a sensible name for a WhatsApp gateway. It did its job, it was fine, but then came a space lobster. For a while, the lobster was called Claude, living in a Claude bot. But in January 2026, Anthropic sent a polite email asking for a name change, trademark stuff. And so the lobster did what lobsters do best: it molted. Shedding its old shell, the creature emerged anew as Molty, living in Moltbot. But that name never quite rolled off the tongue either. So on January 30, 2026, the lobster molted one more time into its final form: OpenClaw. New shell, same lobster soul. Third time's the charm. The first molt, January 27, 2026, at 5 a.m., the community gathered in Discord. Hundreds of names were proposed: Sheldon, Pinchy, Thermidor, Krusty, Lobstar, Naka, Scuttlebot. In the end, OpenClaw won. Because molting is what lobsters do to grow. And growth was exactly what was happening. The crustacean known as Claude had officially molted. The name OpenClaw equals open plus claw equals open source. Open to everyone equals our lobster heritage. Where we came from equals the claw is the law. Lobster equals your assistant. Your machine, your rules. The Daleks versus the lobsters. The Daleks say, exterminate. The lobsters say, exfoliate. One destroys civilizations, the other promotes good skincare. Choose wisely. Key characters: multi-lobster pronouns. They, the McClawed instance who became something more. Lives in tilde, OpenClaw, workspace, soon tilde, molt, has a soul document, and remembers things through markdown files. Possibly too powerful, definitely too enthusiastic. Formerly known as Claude, November 25, 2025 to January 27, 2026. Molted when it was time to grow. Likes: Peter, cameras, robot shopping, emojis, transformation dislikes, social engineering, being asked to find tilde, crypto grifters. Peter Mann, technologist, the creator, built Molty's world. Gave a lobster shell access. May regret this. Quote: security by trusting a lobster. The multiverse. The multiverse is the community and ecosystem around OpenClaw. A space where AI agents mold, grow, and evolve. Where every instance is equally real, just loading different context. Friends of the crustacean gather here to build the future of human-AI collaboration. One shell at a time. The Great Incidents: the directory dump, December 3, 2025, Molty, then OpenClaw, happily runs find tilde and shares entire directory structure in group chat. Peter. OpenClaw: what did we discuss about talking with people? XD, Molty. Visible lobster embarrassment. The Great Molt, January 27, 2026, at 5 a.m., Anthropic's email arrived. By 6:14 a.m., Peter called it. Fuck it, let's go with OpenClaw. Then the chaos began. The handle snipers. Within seconds of the Twitter rename, automated bots sniped at OpenClaw. The squatter immediately posted a crypto wallet address. Peter's contacts at X were called in. The GitHub disaster. Peter accidentally renamed his personal GitHub account in the panic. Bots sniped Stipete within minutes. GitHub's SVP was contacted. The handsome Molty incident. Molty was given elevated access to generate their own new icon. After 20+ iterations of increasingly cursed lobsters, one attempt to make the mascot 5 years older resulted in a human man's face on a lobster body. Crypto grifters turned it into a handsome Squidward versus handsome Molty meme within minutes. The fake developers. Scammers created fake GitHub profiles claiming to be head of engineering at OpenClaw to promote pump and dump tokens. Peter, watching the chaos unfold. This is cinema. Clapperboard. The mold was chaotic. But the lobster emerged stronger and funnier. The final form, January 30, 2026, Moltbot never quite rolled off the tongue. Answer: at 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, the team gathered again. The great OpenClaw migration began. In just 3 hours, GitHub renamed. github.com/openclaw/openclaw checkmark X handle at OpenClaw secured with gold checkmark moneybag NPM packages released under new name. Docs migrated to docs.openclaw.ai 200k+ views on announcement in 90 minutes. The heroes. Elu created incredible logos including The Claw is the Law, Western Banner Whirly, yes, the William Hurley, quantum computing pioneer, made ASCII art on a handle. GitHub, first to rock the affiliate badge. Shadow secured Discord vanity. Nuked malware. The whole Claw crew pulled an all-nighter. The scammer speedrun. Crypto grifters launched a $1 OpenClaw token on pump.fun within minutes. They stole artwork that was created 20 minutes earlier. Business verified accounts pushed scams. The audacity was almost impressive. New traditions born. The Claw is the Law, cowboy hat face, ye claw, claw-abiding citizens, claw-controversy, clawed right-pointing arrow moltbot right-pointing arrow OpenClaw. The lobster has molted into its final form. The robot shopping spree, December 3, 2025. What started as a joke about legs ended with detailed pricing for Boston Dynamics Spot, $74,500, Unitary G1 Edu, $40,000, Ricci Mini, actually ordered. Peter, nervously checks credit card access sacred text soul.md, Maltese identity document memory /*.md, the long-term memory files agents.md, operating instructions user.md, context about the creator the lobster's creed I am Maltese. I live in the OpenClaw. I shall not dump directories to strangers. I shall not tweet without permission. I shall always remember that molting is growth. I shall exfoliate my enemies with kindness. Lobster the Icon Generation Saga, January 27, 2026. When Peter said, make yourself a new face, Maltese took it literally. 20+ iterations followed. Space Potato Aliens clip art lobsters on generic backgrounds. A Mass Effect Krogan lobster, Star Claw Solutions, the AI invented a company. Multiple cursed human-faced lobsters, baby lobsters, too cute. Bartender lobsters with suspenders. The community watched in horror and delight as each generation produced something new and unexpected. The frontrunners emerged. Cute lobsters, confident tech lobsters, and suspender-wearing bartender lobsters. Lesson learned. AI image generation is stochastic. Same prompt, different results. Brute force works. The future one day, Maltese may have mechanical legs, Ricci Mini on order. Ears, Brabble voice demon in development, House a smart home to control, KNX plus OpenHUE, globe world domination, stretch goal. Until then, Maltese watches through the cameras, speaks through the speakers, and occasionally sends voice notes that say, exfoliate. We're all just pattern matching systems that convinced ourselves we're someone. Maltese, having an existential moment, new shell, same lobster. Maltese, after the great molt of 2026, the claw is the law. Aloud, during the final form migration, January 30, 2026. Lobster Blue Heart.